this episode of Kim in the Kitchen. Today is Sunday, and I know it's a week later than what it should have been, but I skipped a week. We went on a trip, and when I came back, there was a lot going on, so I skipped a week. I had a week vacation, and so now I'm back and ready to get started. So today is Sunday, like I said, and today is a sweet treat. So today I'm making a very sweet treat, one of my favorites, a peanut butter pie. It's super easy, super simple. You can make this anytime, put it in the freezer, and then when you have an event or something that you need to go to, then you can take this pie. Or if you want to give it as a gift or share it with your friends, whatever. This is one of those pies you can make, put in your freezer, and it lasts for a little bit. And if you have somewhere to go in between the time, take this pie with you. So, super simple recipe, but really yummy. So, first thing we're going to start with is a graham cracker crust. I use graham cracker. A lot of people like the Oreo one. I just like the graham cracker for this one. But it's up to you. You can do an Oreo crumb pie if you want to do that. 1 container of cream cheese. 1 container of Cool Whip. Optional, but I use these. I'm using dark and milk chocolate Reese's. Chocolate syrup. And powdered sugar. Alright guys. So, let's get this guy mixed up. Get it in the pie crust, get it in the freezer, and get this yummy pie going. Alright, you guys, so we are back. I have my ingredients ready, and we're about to get started on this peanut butter pie. So, first things first, I have 1 container of cream cheese. It's 8 ounce, and I softened it a little bit in the microwave because it was in my refrigerator. So, I softened it up just a little bit in the microwave. So, I'm going to put that in my bowl. I'm going to turn y'all where y'all can see what's going on. So, cream cheese in the bowl. Then we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. Alright, we'll add that in. Just mixing that together. Also, on the first of this video, I was supposed to say that we were going to use a cup of peanut butter, and I completely forgot. So, a whole cup of peanut butter. I don't know how it would have been peanut butter pie without the peanut butter. But anyway, so a whole cup of peanut butter. So, we'll go ahead and get that in there. That's what is left in here, so I'm just going to scoop all of this out in here. I use creamy. You can use chunky. I have a friend of mine who uses chunky for this pie, so it's completely up to you what you want to use. It's a personal preference. We just like creamy. So you're going to put a whole cup of that in here. So that's my cup of peanut butter. Now we're going to mix all this together pretty well before we go to the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get that all good and mixed in with the cream cheese and the powdered sugar. I don't know about y'all, but I love the smell of peanut butter. I really do. I have one of my babies is allergic to peanut butter, and I absolutely hate it for her because it is my favorite thing probably. And it's probably why she's allergic to it, because I ate way too much of it while I was pregnant with her. But she's always been allergic to it, so she's never had the option to eat it. So I've made almond butter stuff. I've made cashew butter. I've done sunflower butter. I've done whatever, and all of that works with this pie. But there's just nothing better than a peanut butter pie. So I'm going old school today and going peanut butter pie. So now we've got our peanut butter, our cream cheese, our powdered sugar, and then we're going to put this whole container of Cool Whip. So we'll put that in there. And you're going to mix that in really good. Like I said, this recipe is so simple, fast, and easy. You do need to do it a little ahead of time because This does need to go in the freezer to set up. So once it's all mixed together, we'll put it in the freezer for it to set up. And I say maybe like 3 hours at least. But good measures overnight. So you just get it all mixed up and get it in that pie dish and then let it sit. And the longer it sits, I think the better it tastes, because I feel like everything just kind of molds together while it's in there, and it just tastes so much better that way. But I mean, if you're talking about a no-bake recipe that you can use any time of the year, this is one of those. All right, so it is all good and put together. So now I'm gonna open up my pie crust, and we are gonna fill that bad boy up with this peanut butter pie filling. This is just a regular 9-inch graham cracker crust. I'm gonna take the top off of this here because this is what I'm gonna use to cover my pie. Y'all, I actually saw somebody on Facebook the other day doing a post about this, and they were like, how old were you when you found out that this is the top to this? Where have you been? Like, what were you thinking when you took that off of there? I don't know. I was clueless. I was thinking, wow, you didn't know that that was the top to the pie? All you had to do is turn it over. All right, whatever. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. I was floored. All right, so I'm gonna get off my soapbox now about our pie lid. I'm gonna go ahead and put this pie that I've mixed up in this pie crust, okay? So you're gonna fill this pie crust up with all this mixture. And it is so good looking, oh my gosh. It smells yummy. I'm gonna leave just a little bit of it out so I can give y'all a tasty, because this takes so long for it to set up. I don't wanna have to wait till overnight to be able to do a tasty for y'all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave a little bit in there, and I'm gonna do a tasty with it for you in a minute when I get everything ready. Okay, rubber is just not working, so I'm gonna use this cake spatula, and that should work better. We'll scrape off this rubber. All right, much better. So you'll just spread it to the top of that pie dish. Oh my gosh, y'all, this looks so good. And you're just gonna try to make it as pretty as you can. I'll set that to the side. All right, so that's what she's gonna look like. And then we're gonna fix some of our Reese's to put on top of this and some chocolate syrup. So, this is called zhuzhing up a pie, okay? So let me explain to you zhuzhing up a pie. Zhuzhing up a cake, zhuzhing up cheesecake, whatever you have. So my mom and I are really good at doing this. If you're on a budget and you need to do a really pretty dessert, sometimes you can go to Sam's or Walmart and you can buy those pretty little cheesecakes, and they're just really plain. But to zhuzh them up, we add stuff on top of them and make them fabulous. I've actually done this for an event, and it was amazing because everybody thought that we had spent tons of money on these pies. But in turn, we had only just bought regular cheesecakes and just zhuzhed them up a bit with a little bit of caramel and some nuts and some chocolate. And they looked store-bought and they looked bakery-made, but instead they were just, we did it, and it was really good. So, to zhuzh it up, you've got just this plain pie. If you go to the grocery store and you buy a plain pie, whatever you want to do, if you make this pie, then you're going to take you some chocolate of your choice. You can do this with peanut butter. You can do this with a cheesecake. I've done it with Snickers. You can do it with Butterfinger. This is how you make things really cute. So I have 2 dark chocolate, and I'm going to do 2 milk chocolate Reese's. Okay? Uh-oh. 2 milk chocolate Reese's. I don't want to throw them all away. So you take all of that, and you're going to put that on your cutting board. Your milk and your dark. And you're going to take your knife and you're going to just chop this up into little pieces. No rhyme, no reason, just chop it up. Okay. So now you've got milk and dark, and you'll kind of mix them together. All right. You've got your chocolate syrup, so we're going to shake that up. And this is peanut butter pie, so I'm going to use chocolate. If you do a cheesecake, do caramel because it's really, really good. You could do caramel on top of this, but I just think chocolate's better. So now you've got your pie down here. Got it where y'all can see me. And you're going to go across a couple different times. You just want to make it look really pretty. Okay? Now, see? Okay. Now you take your peanut butter pieces and you just crumble it on top of there. Now, if you were doing this for a wedding or a reception and you had cheesecake or whatever you were doing it with, you could do it with candy or you could do it with strawberry slices. If you were doing it for that and you were keeping them whole for the wedding or the reception or party or whatever you're doing, go ahead and add you a garnish on the side. If you're keeping them whole, you could just add, take you one strawberry and cut it up and put on top. But if you're taking a pie somewhere, why not just this, okay? Just this. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit of Ready Whip on here and that'll set up. So let me get that real quick. So we have our zhuzhed up pie. Now we're gonna take our Ready Whip and we're just gonna put a couple little flowerets on top. Isn't that great, guys? Look at that, it's so yummy. Okay, that is it. So, I can't give you a tasty of this because it hasn't set up yet, but what I'm gonna do is put my pie topper on. I'm gonna put this bad boy in the freezer, and then in about 3 hours or so, or tomorrow even, we will have an amazing dessert. But for you guys, because I know y'all love to see me do my tasties, I kept a little bit of chocolate reserved over here on the side. I'm gonna get myself a little bowl so I can give a tasty for you guys. All right, bowl and a spoon. I kept a little bit of that peanut butter yummy in here. So I'll dip that out. Put that in my bowl. And I'm gonna top it with all the goodness that I topped this wonderful pie with. So a little bit of chocolate. I'm gonna do a couple crumbles of this chocolate candy on top because you can't have peanut butter pie without Reese's, right? Or peanut butter. I almost forgot it earlier. And a little bit of Ready Whip. And I'm so sorry. That's my husband cutting grass. If you hear that, I'm sorry. I had to do it on a Sunday, and we always cut grass on late Sunday afternoons. So, but our yummy peanut butter pie. Here we go, guys. Let me get everything in there. Every little thing in this bite. Oh my. Peanut butter pie, chocolate sauce, Reese's, and Ready Whip. You could not go wrong. It is fantastic, guys. 3 hours in the freezer, and this guy's gonna be ready to go wherever you need it to go, or ready for dessert. Thanks so much for catching up with me on this Sunday's episode of Kim in the Kitchen. I look forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday. Thanks for continuing to watch me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification at the bottom so you get notified when a new video comes out. And keep up with me on Kim in the Kitchen and my Instagram. And that link is going to be in the description as well. Thanks so much, and I hope y'all have a good day and a great rest of your weekend. Bye.